Alex Ansary here, October 19th, 2015. This is a new segment where in a raw YouTube video I cover the top 10 headlines of the moment as seen over at amtvmedia.com. I'm posting that news to that website. If you want to see the source to where the original headline came from, be it Reuters, be it USA Today, or anybody else, go down the bottom of the page, click on source. So we're going to cover in a fast blast a number of headlines that I want to make sure you're aware of. Read the full story down below in the description. All the links will be there for all the stories. Let's begin. England, London, you know, like the center of the beast, headquarters for all this stuff going on. People talk about the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. People talk about how China and Russia are standing up against the Rockefellers and Rothschilds without truly seeing the real relationship between Europe and China, between Israel and China, between Israel and Russia. So let's look at this. The UK is throwing a lavish welcome for the President of China, rolling out the red carpet. He'll be going to Buckingham Palace, meeting with the Queen. Prime Minister David Cameron, they're looking forward to the Chinese President opening up the purse strings and doling out billions in investment dollars. And so that is taking place while other things are taking place within China. China being the place in the world where we are seeing the most billionaires. They're also buying many skyscrapers in the United States, recently buying the tallest skyscraper in Seattle, Washington. We're seeing the expansion of Alibaba, which is the Chinese Amazon. We see alarm as China has actually been given a contract, whether you need this or not, to build nuclear power plants in the UK. That is some serious, heavy-duty information. And in addition to that, as mentioned in the last news video, Iraq is using drones made by China. And it came out years ago that China has the advantage when it comes to weapons technology, drones technology. The rare earth minerals. This is why there has been a long-term occupation of Afghanistan. It's been about the rare earth minerals that the whole world and the whole world's militaries have direct interest in, not just the United States. There is a drill you should know about. This is coming out in the news. Kansas City, they're going to be training between mid-October and December. And these troops are training for deployment into Afghanistan, coming at a time where Obama has halted the withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan, coming at a time where it's come out, they've killed more civilians than targeted militants. Recently, a hospital of Afghanistan was targeted, was bombed by the U.S. Air Force. And what happened was, a U.S. tank rolled in, destroyed all the evidence. All the evidence of whatever happened in that hospital. So these drones over Afghanistan, they have killed more innocent people by far than even suspected Taliban members or terrorists or members of Al-Qaeda. This is an atrocity. This is what's happening. And so they're training in Colorado more and more for these foreign occupations, for these foreign wars. Now, in terms of the drug war domestically, in Oregon, they have legalized marijuana, but that hasn't stopped the feds. The feds have expanded their drug war operations. In the link down below, you can see the picture of the helicopter that crashed in the woods in Oregon. And some people are asking in the comment section, gee, I wonder if the helicopter was stoned. The helicopter, looking for pot gardens, crashed into the trees, and we've got this just picture going semi-viral on the web right now. Check it out down below. It's zombie season again. I guess there was recently a zombie dance in Denver. I've talked about art imitating life in my videos with the zombie culture. Zombie apocalypse propaganda machine. And we could see one shot, one dead, 5 hurt in shooting at Florida Zombie Con. So we're seeing a rise in shootings. Some say false flag shootings. And here we see a shooting at a zombie con. The next headline is very significant in light of our recent troubles with Roger Marsh, who has been arrested. He had a warrant in Texas. And he was acting like an agent provocateur. He got wind of what took place when the press reported on the events in Costilla County. Well, let me know what you think about this in light of the things that we're seeing. I want to bring this to your attention. The Department of Justice has pivoted their focus from ISIS to U.S. anti-terror groups. Well, they haven't just pivoted. In fact, they've been looking at U.S. domestic groups for some time. And the FBI has gone out to rally people around certain ideas, different racial supremacy groups, including black supremacist groups, not just white supremacist groups. The feds have had their involvement in stirring up a lot, so they have this excuse for militarized police state. I mean, these are the facts, and this is how things operate. These are how things operate. So to read this headline, Department of Justice goes from ISIS to U.S. anti-terror groups, it comes at a time where we've seen some very suspicious stuff here in Costilla County in our own backyard. Here's more of a strange headline for you. Suspect chokes out canine police dog and ends up with his finger amputated. A lot of us have seen those videos of people being mauled by police dogs. We normally don't read stories about someone quickly grabbing a dog and somehow choking it out. And I think that's a good skill to have if you're being hunted by a dog and you're innocent. Maybe it's not a police dog. Maybe you're just walking through the woods and a dog gets out from beyond a cage or a fence. I mean, I've seen some scary dogs walking through neighborhoods in America, and I'm glad there was a fence to defend us. But I feel that some dogs are more bark than bite, and it's good to have a means of being able to defend yourself. But I really don't know why this person was a suspect. But apparently, like I said, he had his finger amputated. So you can read the link down below for more information. A couple more things to mention, and then we'll end. Massive sunspot, 50 times the size of the Earth. And I talked about the sun's influence over just a whole rainbow spectrum of things in this material world, matrix. Links to war, changes in behavior, spiritual experiences, people migrating from one place to another. The influence the sun has over human biology, human action, human thought, human perception. And then, of course, you have another sub-area of discussion. Strange phenomena being filmed around the sun. People think UFOs are going in and out of the sun. I don't know, but it's documented that there is an increase in these type of videos taken from SOHO satellites. Phenomena, things going in and out of the sun. What could be the connection between the sun and the paranormal? The sun and archons, or the sun and different potential ET groups and the sun in other dimensions. What is the real connection? The mysteries continue. So we look at this headline out of China of a floating city. And this could be Project Bluebeam, which is the idea of the fake ET invasion. We look at Reagan in the 80s saying the whole world could come together if we had a common enemy, a common threat. And thus we have this idea of them building a one world government from creating this fake alien invasion. And I know this is far out there for some people, but there's a lot of videos on YouTube which I don't think are UFOs, but in fact are holograms. And the technology exists, and the U.S. is not the only country to have that technology. So we will come back to that story and many others. Check the description box down below to read the full stories. I'm Alex Ansary, signing off for October 19th, 2015. We'll see you in the next Fast News Blast right here on the Alex Ansary YouTube channel.